I knocked again and prayed that this was the right house. I'd been determined to never see my parents or my brother again, not after the way they'd treated Trent when I'd come out to them, but 3 years of verbal and emotional abuse at the hands of my so-called boyfriend had finally culminated in a punch to the face. I'd been forced to swallow my anger, hurt, and pride and turn to my older brother, Charlie. I shivered in the rain and worried once again that maybe I'd recalled the address wrong. I was pretty sure Charlie had been living here for at least a few years or more, but the longer I stood there, the more concerned I became. I'd only driven by a couple times, partly out of curiosity and partly to fuel my anger on days when I was missing my family more than normal. Maybe Charlie had peeked out and seen me and decided to ignore me. Honestly, after the way I went off on him and my parents, I probably wouldn't blame him. I wasn't ready to admit that they'd been right about Trent. I definitely wasn't ready to say I'd been wrong, but not for the first time I wondered if I'd ruined any and all chances of reconciliation with my family. 3 years ago, that wouldn't have bothered me. Lately, though, it was a definite worry. With one last pounding on the door, I waited a full 30 seconds, and then another 30 just in case, before turning to leave. Beyond the roar of thunder and rain, I heard a voice behind the door just as I turned. "Pause it, the pizza's here," the voice called out. The door swung open. The man frowned. "You're not the pizza guy." My stomach dropped to my knees just as my heart soared to my throat. Donovan Badger, Van, as I'd known him growing up, my very first crush. On the straight guy, no less. The fodder to my endless nights of jacking off. My first heartache when Charlie went off to college and Van left to travel abroad. Van, the tall, broad, scruffy-looking gentle giant. Van, the very last person I had expected to see on the other side of that door. Van, my brother's best friend.